Welcome back to my channel. If you're an old subscriber, right, thank you so much for coming back to watch my video, okay? And if you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for coming to watch my video. I hope you enjoy it, and please don't forget to subscribe. All right, so guys, today I'm going to be sewing a simple gown, a simple straight gown. So for gowns, there are two types of gowns irrespective of the style. Yeah, there is a joining gown and there is non-joining. Joining gown means you have two separate pieces that you bring together to make a gown, the upper part and the lower part to make a gown. While non-joining, you cut straight down, like you cut your gown from the shoulder down to the left without joining any part, okay, except for your sleeve, of course. Okay, so if you haven't seen the cutting video for this, please check the description box. The link to the cutting video will be right there. Just click it and go watch how I cut this simple gown. All right, so let's start, guys. If you remember, when I was cutting, I didn't add any dots, so don't be any dots on this gown. I won't be having any dots on them. This is my front piece. Okay, yeah, we are making a v-neck gown. Okay, so remember I said I'm using a very cheap African print because I'm teaching you guys, alright? I'm not wearing it just for teaching basis, okay? That's why I'm not taking this out. I'm just gonna leave it there. Stop, okay, right? But if you want to take out yours, want to cut the stickers, please don't peel it off. Don't even try that, because if your fabric is a good quality fabric, you may spoil it, you will spoil it. Okay, so the best way to take this out is by pressing it. Use your iron and press on it. Just press on it. Let the steam or the heat press on the sticker. Alright, press for like say a minute. Then you try and see if you lift it up and it lifts so swiftly. Then you can peel it off. When you get to a place and you're stuck and you see it's not peeling smoothly, cover it back and press on that area. Okay. So what we're going to do first, since there are no dots, as if there was dots, obviously I'll sew my dots first. But since there are no dots, what we're going to do first is to close up this neckline. Remember, we are using facing to finish up the necklines, okay? And for the facing, after the facing, we'll then join the shoulders, okay? So we're going to fix the facing for the front and for the back before joining the shoulders together. So this is my back piece and my sleeves. Keep this separate. This is my front facing. This is the good side. This is the good side of my front piece. So good side facing the good side. We'll match them up together. Okay. Make sure they're matched up together. The V point is matched. The shoulders are matched. So if you can't sew like this, please pin it up so that it's much easier for you to sew. After pinning, you sew with quarter of an inch. Okay, so I'm going to pin my fabric now. Then after pinning, I'm going to sew. The next thing I'm going to do is to top stitch, but before I'm going to do that, I need to snip this V area, because if you don't do so, the fabric won't relax, the facing won't relax properly at the back. So just snip close to where you just stitched. Don't clip on your stitch line, just very close to it, okay? So now, how are we going to stop stitch? This is the facing. You fold it like this, making sure that this seam line is on the facing line. Okay, this is it. It's like this. So make sure it's on the facing line. It's going this way. So what I'm going to do is now stitch on this facing. It's close to where I stitched, like that, V, like that. Okay. So make sure the stitch line is, the seam is on this facing area. So you're stitching on the facing, not on the main fabric, on the facing you're stitching on. So you're going to stitch the same way, V, and like that, okay? Okay, so I'm done top stitching. So when I press, what I'm going to do is to press it to relax properly. Then use hemming gum to press it to the main fabric, so that whenever you wear your gown, this doesn't come out. So the hemming gum helps to keep it still. So I'm going to hem it like this. I'm going to use hemming gum to hem it this way, alright? But if I'm going to hem it, I'm going to hem from here to here for now, because I'm still going to stitch the shoulders. So it's either I do that, or I stitch up the shoulders first with the back one before I gum the facing to the fabric, okay? So as you can see, this is how the front looks. Very neat. Just needs good pressing. We've seen that. So this is what facing does. It helps you finish up your neckline perfectly well, okay? So I'll do same for the back. I will fix my facing. Remember, the facing is 2 pieces, same with the back, 2 pieces, okay? So you have to look for the one that matches up with each other. If you see this, oh, this is the wrong one for this side, so this should be for this side, and this is for this part. So you make sure that the necklines are matched up together, alright? Like this. So I'm going to sew on it, then do the top stitching the way I did it. Make sure it's the seam is on the facing area, then use top stitch on the facing, close to the line you just stitched. So I'll do it for this and also the other back part, alright? So I'm done fixing the facing. When I give it a good press, this is how it's going to look. Alright? So make sure you give yours a good press before you continue. Alright? So the next step is to fix the shoulders. So these are the back pieces. This is the front piece. Let's take one of the back piece. So I'm going to show you guys what to do. So the front piece should be facing you. The right side should be facing you. The back is one of the back piece. Okay, this is the center back. This is the center back. So it will be in the middle, while the hip area will be on the side. Okay, armhole. The armhole and armhole, they are matching up. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. This is the shoulder area. This is the shoulder area. For the front, this is the front. This is the front shoulder area. So we'll open it up like this. The back one, open it up as well. Place it. Make sure these two parts that we stitched with the facing, make sure they match up. Facing to facing, back shoulder to front shoulder. Okay, so you can pin it up for easy sewing. So make sure they match up, then you pin that part up. So now we pin it up. This is how I'm going to sew, like this. It's half an inch all the way to the other side, half an inch. Okay. So this is the look. See, they run one stitch together. So when I press, this is how it's going to look. This is how the neckline will look. To look as if the front neckline round through the back. See, this is how it looks. The front neckline all through to the back neckline. Just giving the good press to make it come out. Okay, so I'm going to repeat the same thing for this other shoulder. Okay, I'm done. So what I'm going to do next is to go and use my hemming gum. Okay, let me show you guys. Okay, so this is my hemming gum. All right, there is the black and there is a white one. I'm going to use the white one for this. So this is basically what you do. Take the hemming gum, open up here. You can measure it from here to here. Measure what you want to cut. Measure what you want to cut. Oh, I'm cutting this. Cut it out. Then place it underneath. Make sure it's properly aligned. Okay, make sure properly aligned. Then you iron on it. So it's going to gum to this. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to run it like this from here all the way round back to this back neckline. Okay, so that's how I'm going to do it. When I'm done, I'll come show you guys. Then we'll move to the next step. Okay, so guys, I'm done gumming it. This is the finished look. Okay, this is the back. This is the back. Alright, so I gummed the hemming gum on it to make it stay. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do right now is to fix the sleeves. We're going to fix the sleeves. Creating a basic gown, trust me, it's very easy. Very easy to make. So these are my sleeves. Okay, let's take one of the sleeves. Remember, the sleeve is it's puffy sleeve, so will have some pleating going on. Just few pleating, not gonna be so much. Like we just have just few pleating because the fabric wasn't enough. Okay, so this is the right side of this sleeve fabric and this is the other right side. So take the notch. You have to always notch the middle of your sleeve. This is the notch. Take it and match it up to the shoulder seam. Then you pin all around. If there's any excess, what I normally do is I pin the shoulder, then I pin the armholes together, then I pleat in between whatever is left. So I'm done fixing the sleeves, right? This is it. So the next thing to do is to sew up the sleeve all the way down to the hem of the gown, okay? So you have to match up the armhole, make sure they're matching up. Okay, so I'm done pinning. Right now I want to take my shapings, my marking. I'm done stitching both sides. What I'll do next is to fold the sleeves. So folding the sleeve, remember I said I'm going to put elastic on the sleeve opening, alright? So we're going to fold the sleeve half an inch, then fold it 1 inch, half an inch, then 1 inch. Okay, so I'm going to stitch it. When I'm stitch, I'll start from here to stitch all around. When I get to somewhere here, I'm going to stop because I need an opening where I'm going to pass my elastic. Okay, so I'm going to do for this sleeve and the other sleeve. So guys, I'm done stitching the sleeves. Like I'm done folding the sleeve, leaving 1 inch for passing my elastic. So what we're doing next right now is to close up the back. I've already pinned the back. Is to close it up, but before then you have to take measurement of where your zip is going to stop. I'm going to take 25. Okay, so this is where I'll start sewing from. I'm going to measure 1 inch. After sewing it, I'm going to hem the gown length, or the opening of the gown. I'm going to hem it, okay, before I don't fix the zip. So it's time for fixing the zip. Okay, you already know how we're doing it. This is the good side. This is an invisible zip. This is the good side of the zip. So I'm going to match it up with the good side of the fabric. So we're done. Our outfit is already ready, very much ready. Just the sleeves that are remaining. That's putting the elastic on the sleeves. Okay. Give your gown a good press. Give it a good press and to sit properly. For the elastic, you measure where. This is where mine will stop. So this is 8. You can make it tight if you want to, but I rather leave extra 1 inch. So this is 8. I usually cut. I measured 8, right? I'm going to cut 7. Okay. Like, let me show you. Cut 7, this is 7, but when it stretches, it gets to 14. So I'm going to cut 7. Cut 2 of that. Okay. This is how you fix an elastic. You use this pin, alright? This is the opening that I left. So I'm going to use this pin to safeguard this end so that when I'm putting my elastic inside, this doesn't go in with it. That's the work. You have to bring it out and then look again. So I'll take this other pin. So this is the pin that will go inside and come out from here. So when it's out here, I'll stitch it up, then finish up this opening. Right? So I'm going to fix. Is done. Like, you're done making this simple non-joining gown. Okay.